welcome back to my channel. My name's Maddie if you're new here, and today's video is going to be, what was that hand motion? The TBR Jar picks my March reads. Now, I did this last month for the first time, and it's the first time I've ever had a set physical TBR since I am such a mood reader and I don't like to plan out my books. But it ended up being a great thing for me. I found a ton, okay, maybe not a ton, I think I found 3 5-star reads, and I read 5 out of the 8 books on my February TBR. So I would consider that a success, and I want to do it again for March. Now this TBR jar has a twist because all of these prompts have to be applied to my physical TBR. I have around 35 books I haven't read. Honestly, that number may be less, but I need to read a good portion of these before we move. And I meant to announce this sooner, but I haven't edited my video where I announced this yet. That's coming soon, I think this weekend or next weekend. That explains everything, but my husband and I are moving to Europe. And all of these books can't come with us. So I need to read them and then store them, or read them and get rid of them because I'm not bringing all of them. So yeah, yay! I can't wait. There will be more information to come if you guys care about that, and I'll explain where we're moving in that video. So there's some kind of element of surprise still. And I've been annoying and alluding to it every single video and then not explaining it. So this is me partially explaining it and still being annoying. That video is coming soon, and subscribe because I'm going to vlog my expat life. It's gonna be crazy. I'm still gonna do book videos, but I'm also gonna vlog a lot there just so we have all of these memories. That was the longest intro of my life, but let's get into it, okay? I think I'm only gonna pick 7 prompts. Bottoms up, let's go. Any book on the 3rd shelf. Okay, so the first shelf only has 1 book I haven't read. Second shelf, I've read all of these books. 3rd and 4th have like a mix of some books I've read, and then mostly books I haven't read. So let me take a look at it and tell you guys which one I come up with. Okay, I'm back, and of course I would pick a book that I am gonna mispronounce right away. But I have A Man Called either of, or most recently I've heard someone say Obey. So, I'm gonna be reading his book, and I've been wanting to read this for a while because I want to watch the movie, but I simply just can't do that because I have to read the book first. Do I need to even explain this book? I feel like you guys have heard about it. I'll just read you a little blurb. A word-of-mouth bestseller that has caused a sensation around the world, Frederick Bachman's irresistible Are you for real? Irresistible novel about the angry old man next door is an uplifting exploration of the unreliability, oh my god, there are so many big words, of first impressions, and a gentle reminder that life is sweeter when it is shared with other people. That's gonna be good. I've also heard a lot about Beartown. I'm about to not even film this video. I've heard a lot about Beartown by Frederick Bachman, and also Anxious People. This is gonna be my first book by this author, and I really hope I'm gonna love it. I have high expectations for this book, and I hope it doesn't let me down. Number 2, a nonfiction book. Okay, I only have 3 options. Okay, actually I have 4 options. I have The Defining Decade, Words from the Window Seat from fellow booktuber here on YouTube, Taylor Tippett. I have Emily Ratajkowski's My Body, and I have Just Eat It by Laura Thomas. This is about intuitive eating, and it is kind of long, and I think it's one of those books where you just read a chapter every so often while you're reading other books, because it does look like it's a lot of information, but I do eventually want to read this. I'm not going to choose this one. I think I'm going with Words from the Window Seat by Taylor Tippett, because I'm gonna have a busy month, and this is under 200 pages, and I've been wanting to read this for so long. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, and I want to support her and talk about her book. Did the air just turn on? I'm gonna freak out. Prompt number 3, a new author to you. I decided on Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. This was my February book of the month, and it sounds amazing. It's a romance, and the little blurb for this says, a surprise pregnancy leads to even more life-changing revelations in this heartfelt, slow burn friends to lovers romance. I've been loving friends to lovers recently, and I love a little accidental pregnancy trope. it's fun, it's spicy. So we're gonna do this one. Book number 3. I actually don't know anything about this author, but I'm excited to figure out if I love her books or not. Prompt number 4. I don't know why I shake this every time, but I'm shaking. You can swap a choice out for another book if you don't really want to read that book. No, I'm pretty happy with my book so far. So should I put this back in there? No, I'm gonna take it out. Okay, let's try this again. A book over 400 pages. My mind immediately goes to a book that has been on my TBR since the beginning of 2023, and it is none other than Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. Let me check that it's over 400 pages. Sometimes I get confused because an author will put like their next book in at the end for a little preview, but I think this is under 400 pages. Basically, I bought this for like $2 on Pango Books because it reminded me of Red, White, and Royal Blue, and I wanted to read it. It's kind of also giving like Harry Styles in a way, and it's fake dating. That gave you absolutely nothing. Fake dating, one of them's famous, one of them is normal. I am so bad at explanations. Let me just read you the book. Luke O'Donnell is famous. His rock star parents split when he was young, and the father he's never met spent the next 20 years cruising in and out of rehab. Now that his dad's making a comeback, Luke's back in the public eye, and one compromising photo is enough to ruin everything. To clean up his image, Luke has to find a nice, normal relationship, and Oliver Blackwood is as nice and normal as they come. He's a lawyer and an ethical vegetarian, and he's never inspired a moment of scandal in his life. In other words, perfect boyfriend material. Oh. There you go. Unfortunately, apart from being gay, single, and really in need of a date for a big event, Luke and Oliver have nothing in common. So they strike a deal to be publicity friendly, fake boyfriends until the dust has settled. Then they can go their separate ways and pretend it never happened. I don't think they're going to be able to pretend it never happened. Prompt number 5. Go to the 3rd shelf and count to 5. And that's the book you have to read. But I will not do rereads, so it has to be a new book. No! 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really hope you can see my side profile, but my camera of course died in that moment. Book number 5 on the 3rd shelf is none other than The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, and honestly I feel like I'm gonna rate this book 5 stars. It's an ongoing joke on my channel that I never am in the mood to read this because it's not really my genre, but I need to read this. I feel like I'm gonna love this book. I don't know why I'm putting it off. I mean, I know why I'm putting it off, but it's time. It's time to read this chunker of a book. It's over 500 pages, and here we go. But if I had not just picked up Boyfriend Material, this would have been the 5th book. Oh well, it was meant to happen. Second to last prompt is a book someone bought you. Oh, I immediately know. I have a few I could do, but I want to do this one. The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. Sam actually bought this for me maybe 2 months ago. I love Christina Lauren. They're 2 separate people, so I guess I should say I love Christina and Lauren. I love The Unhoneymooners. What's the other book I read? Oh, Love and Other Words. Their books are so easy to fly through, and now that I have some thicker reads in my lineup this month, I need a book that I'm just going to be able to pick up and finish quickly. Basically, it's about a single mom that joins a dating app based on DNA, and she gets matched up with the founder of the dating app, and it unfolds from there. Cannot wait, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about this. Okay, the last prompt for my March TBR. I feel like I'm not getting any of the ones I wanted. Whatever. Life ain't fair. I just manifested that. So you guys know I'm not cheating, even though that just did not focus. Gothicana. Now, this is one of my most recent purchases, and that's kind of why I feel like I shouldn't be picking this one up, since some of these books have been on the shelf for maybe pushing 2 years. Maybe like 2 of them are pushing 2 years, and it's unfair of me to read this book I just bought, but I'm gonna do it because the little slip of paper told me to. Okay, this is a tale of dark romance. I think it takes place at a boarding school. In past videos I've said it involves vampires, but I don't even know if that's true. It's like student teacher vibes. Okay, so it's dark. It's dark. and it just sounds so good. So I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna tell you guys about it. This edition is gorgeous. Purple sprayed edges. We've got beautiful engravings. I am stoked to read this. It's probably gonna be the first book I read in March. Oh, and look at the inside. I mean, come on. Let's do a quick recap of the 7 books I'm going to read in March. Otherwise, I'm canceled. Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hull. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. A Man Called of The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. Words from the Window Seat by Taylor Tippett. Gothicana by Rune X. And Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed it and you don't hate me. I post new book videos every week and I would love for you guys to stick around. I would love it so much if you subscribe down below. My goal for 2024 is to get 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I've got all of my social media down below, my Bookstagram, my BookTok, my Goodreads, and make sure you follow along because life is about to get pretty exciting. I mean, it's exciting now, but we're moving to Europe. So let's go read books in Europe and see you guys in my next video that explains more. Bye.